ukuthi thina sitholakale sithandane isikhathi sifikile ixesha lifikile ukuthi thina sitholakale sithandane my baby you are the one I love forever you I want you are the one I love you are the one I love you are the one I love forever you I want you are the one I love you are the one I love my lover, my heartbeat. You bring out the best in me, my lover, my heartbeat. You are the one I love. Since you came into my life, I never had a lover like you. Baby, you make me who I am. You are the one I wanna be with. Ixesha lifikile, isikhathi sifikile, ukuthi thina sitholakale, sithandane. Isikhathi sifikile, ixesha lifikile, ukuthi thina sitholakale, sithandane. My baby, you are the one I love forever you I want you are the one I love you are the one I love you are the one I love forever you I want you are the one I love you are the one I
Hey guys, welcome to your favorite late night sessions. I know it's been a while, but your favorite beauty is back, and I hope you guys are having a lovely Women's Month so far. Today we're joined by an amazing gentleman, a legend in the film industry. We are chilling and spilling some beans with the amazing Luthuli Dlamini. Luthuli, welcome to your favorite late night sessions with Bean.
Hello, B.
Hello. How are you doing?
How you doing, sweet? I'm good. I'm
awesome. I hear you were born in the mother city of skies, where I also come from.
You're a local girl. You're a blues baby.
Yes, I come from Kwamfazushain daughter.
How? Yeah, as if there's any truth in that.
I don't know. I haven't experienced it firsthand.
I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah, yeah. So, how are you? Where does this interview find you? How's your day been? Yeah, how are you feeling?
Well, feeling good. You know, things could be worse.
Mm,
Things could be always better, but they're
yeah,
good. There's a nice light at the end of the tunnel. We're slowly adapting to the new world order
yeah,
under the COVID scenario. And you know, natural selection, survival of the fittest. Whoever
yeah,
adapts to the new environment survives, and that's what we're doing.
yeah.
So, good day. It's been a good day. We had some very good meetings today. Very positive, wonderfully positive. Very
Mm,
Afrocentric, very Afropolitan, very Afro development, very Afro focused. You
yeah,
know, Africa and Africans are becoming more aware of their value within the whole global scope, if you like,
yeah,
within the media industry, especially with regards to Africa. So, very positive that way.
yeah. And then to top it off, a cherry on top with bean.
And the cherry on top is B.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Yeah. How's Germany?
Germany, it's supposed to be summer, but the weather is just, it's raining, it's cold. So,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, it is what it is, climate changes.
That's
And
why you all should come home.
I want to come home. Really, I want to come
Yep.
home. But
Yep.
COVID
Yep.
is also keeping me stuck here. But then,
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
anyway,
It's a bit of a bastard. Yeah.
yeah, it'll get better. I hope at some point.
Well, yeah. Well, we have to make it better for
Yeah,
ourselves. Yeah. Absolutely.
that's true. That's true. So please tell us a bit about yourself. Like, just give us a bite-sized insight into your background, what Luthuli is
Wow.
all about. Just pack it in a small, small, sweet introduction.
Yeah, but now how the hell am I supposed to? I always dread that question because where do I bloody start? I mean, it's 55 years and a little bit. How do I,
I
which
hate the
part of
question
that do
too, but
I,
I love the challenge. I love the challenge, and I always like to see how people take up the challenge.
respond to, yeah. Well, okay, so I'll give you a little bit of current, literally, where, we've always been about development,
Hmm.
growing everything about Africa and home.
Yeah.
And that's currently where I am, where, we've just come off a 3 month stint. We've been doing this for about 8 years, but we've just come off our latest stint of training grade 10s. So
Okay.
we're training 17, 8-year-old school kids on how to make movies. So we workshop them for 3 days, give them equipment, and let them loose, and they go shoot a 20-minute movie. So we're introducing them to the industry at a very early age,
Yeah.
and sort of like getting them ready for, especially those that know what it is that they want to do, that have a particular passion and love for the industry.
Yeah.
So we're introducing them to the industry at an early stage, so that there's no wasting time. As soon as they finish matriculating, they know exactly what to do. They have a little bit of experience. They know what they love, which aspects of the media world they want to go into because they've been exposed to it.
Yeah.
15 kids from each school make a movie, quite literally. And we then do a whole award ceremony: best actor, best movie, best director, so on and so forth. But most importantly, we give them access to the industry and allow them to make a decision as to whether or not this is what they actually want to do. And we're loving that. So we did development at this moment. Also trying to get a foothold into the storytelling business, documentary, film, series, but focused on telling African stories. And we want to go back as far as we can.
Yeah.
Africa has amazing stories, amazing history. amazing heroes, amazing facts and contribution to current civilization and so on and so forth. I mean, I always say, the first testicle ever was an African testicle. So therefore, everything and anything that has come out into the world and contributed to the current world dispensation, religion, culture, whatever, started
Africa.
from out of Africa. It's just that our whole, especially Africa, education, our history, and everything has been given to us by the West.
Yeah.
So our curriculum, our syllabuses are predominantly Western, to the detriment of Africa and our heritage and our history. So we want to go back and just remind ourselves of where we come from, how great we are, how great we were, where our major contribution to modern civilization, and just telling our youth and our African adults and just Africans, about how great we are. Very few Africans know who the richest man that ever lived was. Mansa Musa. This man was so rich and generous, and he traveled from the Mali region to Mecca. And on his travels, he traveled with 60,000 gold, and he just gave it to all these people on his route to Mecca. Very few of us as Africans know this. So you can imagine the empire he ruled over, how sophisticated it was, educated, experienced in science and mathematics and all of these things. But we know very little about that. So we want to promote that and tell those stories. And we have too many of them throughout Africa.
Yeah. I personally didn't know about Mansa Musa, but thanks for the info. I'll read up about him.
Yeah, there's so much more. I mean, our African kings and queens. I mean, I had a particular interest to our African queens, warrior queens. We have, a warrior African empress, queen, I think Amina. I might be incorrect, but it was one of the African queens who stopped the Roman Empire from coming into Africa. She sent a bow of golden arrows to the emperor of the then Roman Empire and said, look, dude, here's a bow of golden arrows. Take it as a gift if your intentions in Africa are honorable. If they are not, keep the arrows because you're going to need them. Come anywhere near us and we'll take you out. And they never invaded Africa. They ruled the rest of the world, but they were stopped by an African queen. This is how strong she was. And she fought, she fought amongst men. She fought men. So, inspiring characters like that are homegrown. And we want to make those movies, tell those stories so that our kids have a semblance of knowledge of their past, history, so on and so forth.
Yeah. No, that's very powerful work that you're doing. Thank you on behalf of everyone else.
Well, thank you. Just help us find the money. Thank you very much. You know what I mean? Yeah, so we can make these productions.
I'm hoping after this episode, when we put it out there, we manage to pull some good sponsors that will put the money in.
Bloody lovely. That's why we love you, girl.
Yeah. So back to you. Please describe yourself in 3 words.
So 3?
Just 3.
Oh, come on, man. Umuntu wabantu. Yeah, people's person. I don't know. Yeah. Something. Yeah. Umuntu wabantu.
Yeah. Great.
Is that 3 words?
That's actually 2. But then if you are saying it from the Sotho version, it's 3.
It's Nguni, not Sotho.
Umuntu wabantu is
but that's
Ndebele,
Zulu, Sindebele, yeah.
That's 2 words.
Umuntu wabantu. That's 3.
But wabantu is wabantu not together? Is not one word?
Oh shit, I'm not sure actually.
It
Well,
is.
for the purposes of this conversation, we'll make it three. All right, I'll argue that
Okay.
later. I stand corrected.
Okay. Okay. So, who would you say in your personal life had the most impact on your desire to become an actor?
Um, to be honest, I would say it started at home.
Mm.
Mom, dad, aunt, uncle. Back in our day. So I left for the United Kingdom when I was 1 year old.
Mm.
And growing up, all I had as a reference to where I came from and who I was were the stories I was told by my parents and by visiting family.
Yeah.
Family would leave then Rhodesia and come and tell us stories about home, milking cows, the society, how we were brought up. At that time, there was a war going on in Zimbabwe, if you recall, the
Yeah.
struggle. So it was all, stories and spoken stories about what was happening and what should be happening, and a lot of reference to history. And we were very conscientized. We were very aware of, political ideology, where we stood as Africans within the political dispensations at that time, the global dispensation. We were very conscientized, we were very aware of what was happening politically around us.
Yeah.
And most of it was reading. A lot of it in the early stages was stories. Uncles would come and tell us about their contribution to the war effort, either in the bush with a gun, others politically. Ideology was discussed. The dad and his friends and mum, they'd come over and they'd talk all night, political meetings and discussions. And one thing about my parents is that they allowed us to sort of sit in the corner and listen.
And listen.
And
Yeah.
slowly but surely, they'd allow us to then make our contributions, and they respected our contributions, and they listened to our perspectives as the youth. What's going on in our minds as 10-year-olds, as 9-year-olds, as 12-year-olds, 13, and it allowed us gradually to contribute as well, our version. And at that age and as youngsters, you think you know everything, or you want to be heard as well. So you learned to debate, to create your own point of view, and deliver it in a manner that everybody understood, that made sense and was relevant and well constructed. It was a good grounding. So that's where we grew up. So our imagination was constantly being given to us. Whereas now you have this instant access to information. So there's less debate, because the information is just downloaded.
Downloaded. It's readily there.
So less engaging. So I'd say parents, mum, dad, and family.
Yeah.
And brothers and cousins. My young brother, my young sister, my older brother, older cousins. We'd on our own as youths debate these things. One brother would be pro-communism, another brother would be pro-capitalism, pro-European, pro-this, pro-that, and you had to construct it because we sat and we discussed, and we were interested to listen and learn, and so we developed skills, and that stimulated and grew and strengthened the imagination, which has served us well in our latter years.
Yeah. Great. So, would you say that acting is a question of instinct and talent rather than something that you can learn? Or what do you think makes a strong actor, like a true actor? Is it something that's natural, or is it something that needs to be learned?
Well, look, my opinion is everybody kind of acts in life. When you lie to your mum and dad about going to your friend's house to study overnight, when in fact you're going to their birthday party or a gig. It's a performance. You perform in order to get a response. So you perform so that you manipulate your parents emotionally, and that emotional manipulation gets them to act in a certain way, i.e. say yes and they'll drive you to the place, or no. But and so ostensibly as performers, as actors, that's what we do. We manipulate people's emotions to entertain them. So when I'm on stage, my aim is to get an emotional bond with the audience. Once I connect, I then use my skill set to manipulate them emotionally to react to what I'm doing. I want them to laugh at this point in the play. I tell a joke or I act funny, and they laugh. They feel happy, so they laugh. The emotion controls a bit. So that's what we do as actors, and I believe that we all have it and we all do it. Now, what then happens is we, as actors, we then go and train and figure out how to use that natural, instinctual ability and turn that into a career, into a skill that can be applied professionally for a specific purpose. And that skill set, we use it not only in the acting world, but you can use it. We teach these kids that, look, this skill set that we are teaching you, you can apply in any career. It builds confidence, the ability to communicate and connect with people, how you use your body language to manipulate those very emotions. You go into a boardroom, present, and how you speak to them, your preparedness, you rehearsed it. It's performance. And that's a skill that's universal. You know what I mean? You use it anywhere. It's just that we use it in the entertainment world, when we tell stories.
Yeah. Okay. I never really looked at it that way. But now that you say it, yeah, it's true. When we're lying, we're acting. Has the life in the film business been what you expected it to be when you started out? And what has been your secret to enjoying your career this long?
So no, it wasn't what I expected, because it has changed so much and so quickly over the years as I started off. So when I started off, performance was about live performance mostly. We only got televisions when I was about 12, 13, round about there. So up until then, and I started acting when I was 9. So up until then, it was about the live performance. And, we didn't have much in the way of examples of TV superstars. Yes, there was the cinema, but, we never thought for a second that that's where we would end up. It was more about the performance and the love for the performance and storytelling and the process of getting to stage. So much. I mean, I only came into TV about 20 years ago. Up until, and I'm 55. Up until then, the vast majority of my acting experience was on stage. And that's where my love was. And we did all of the stage plays, the classics, the European classics, Shakespeare, Chekhov, Dostoevsky, all the historical, old, classical plays, and contemporary authors, Penhall. Which was enough at that time. TV late on in life. And then obviously because of preponderance of TV, then the aspiration grew to want to get into that world as well. So it started off not living up to there wasn't an expectation. But when the expectation came, yes, it lived up to it. It's been wonderful. So much so that I wouldn't want to go back and do anything else.
Yeah. And what has been your secret?
I don't know if I'm even answering your questions correctly.
You did. No, you did answer it correctly. What has been your secret all these years in enjoying your career and staying in the film industry and enjoying it this long still?
For me, it hasn't been a secret. It's very simple. I was lucky enough to find out what I really love and do it. It's one of those things where, you wake up in the morning looking forward to your day, looking forward to a performance, preparing for it, the whole 9 yards. And so just love what you do. And I'm fortunate enough to have discovered that. And I know now that this is what I love and this is all I want to do.
Yeah. Okay. So love what you do and do what you love.
Yeah, absolutely. There you go.
Okay, so I saw on a couple of your interviews, or I read on a couple of your interviews, that you had some issues with your accent and you getting blocked from roles because of your accent. So do you think authentic accents are important in the film and TV industry? Or how do you think accents affect everything?
Well, incredibly. Look, you can't have a role where you play Nelson Mandela and you have a Chinese accent. It just doesn't work. Authenticity is everything. And blocked from roles, absolutely, it makes sense. Especially in this day and age when there's a lot of pride and importance put on the correct enunciation, believability is important. So if there's a role for a Zulu king, you have to be able to speak Zulu correctly. It makes absolute sense. You wouldn't have the Queen of England played by a white Afrikaner lady who speaks with an Afrikaner accent.
No, yeah, true. That's true. Okay, so your struggle was your British accent? Or was it because you couldn't speak proper Zulu? What was your struggle?
Well, it wasn't really a struggle. And it's never really been a problem per se. The selection process is very familiar to me. I understand what goes into selecting the right person for the job. And absolutely, you cannot have, a Chinese accent if you're going to play Nelson Mandela. So authenticity is very important.
A lot of actors say they don't watch their work. Do you watch your work after acting a movie or a series or like anything? Do you watch it afterwards with everyone else?
Personally, what I do is I watch the first couple of performances, especially if it's a long-term thing, and then adjust accordingly. But once I'm satisfied with where I am in terms of portraying the character, I move on and leave that one behind. Yeah. Okay. But yes, I do feel uncomfortable, especially in certain environments and with certain audiences. Friends and family sometimes.
That's true. That can be pretty uncomfortable on certain scenes.
We're on to the last question now.
Yeah, but yes.
Which was your final word, your words of advice to the younger actors, the younger generation coming up?
Follow the passion. Find what you love and just do it. Just find what you love and do it. Especially if you can do it with that perspective of with a global perspective.
Yeah.
Um, what role am I going to play in making Africa a major contributor to the global process?
Yeah. Awesome stuff.
You reckon?
Yeah, I think so. I really think so. And I love the work that you're doing with the young kids. Please, please keep at it. We need more people like you. And yeah, this has been awesome. I had a good time despite the we fought a good fight.
Yeah. I think we've fought a very good fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, hey, girl, let's keep it up. I think we are all in a position to contribute to the success of our family, kids, society of Africa. I think we should take advantage of that, and we should push it as far as we can.
Yeah.
We've got a long way to go, but we have come a long way.
Yeah.
And the
That's
opportunities are
true.
there. Credo Mutua said before he died, 2 weeks before COVID lockdowns, that when this global ailment hits the world, Africa will come into its own. So it's our time, and it's about time. Let's embrace it. Let's recognize our worth. And our importance to the rest of the world. The rest of the world needs Africa. We don't need the rest of the world. The rest of the world needs and wants what we have. So let's take what we have and benefit from it. Follow your dreams, love what you do, and love and respect. What else can I say? And thanks so much for a late night show with Bean. I'm still trying to figure out how you get to be named after a vegetable or a bean, yini manje beans igama linjani thank you. Au revoir, Vigit dear, Sabona. See you later, chat later.
Many have wondered and many are yet to wonder and keep wondering why the bean is called the bean. It's a mystery, but only a select few really know why the bean is called the bean. That's a story for another day, though. Thank you so much for joining us, and thank you so much for tuning in and listening to what Mr. Luthuli Dlamini had to share about his experience in the industry, how he grew up, and, the nuggets of wisdom that he had to share. I am going to leave you guys with One Time by The Crook featuring Nathan Adams, and the track at the beginning is The One by Tip Tac featuring 10G. I hope you guys are having a lovely August, a lovely Women's Month. Like I said, I hope the women are getting their flowers, are getting the love and pampering that they deserve, and above all, are getting the respect and recognition that they truly, truly deserve. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Like I said, I'm sorry for the disappearance, but I'm back. I'm back with a bang. And I am just going to be loading and shoving episodes down your throats. So I hope you are ready, because it's about to get lit. And I apologize once again for disappearing, but life does what life does, and we have to react. We can't keep putting life on voicemail. Sometimes it's true. So thank you so much for the continued support and for waiting for these episodes, because I know then that the thirst is real and that I have to deliver. So it's a push in my direction. It's the support that keeps me going. So thank you so much, guys. And yeah, enjoy, stay blessed from your bean with the biggest love. I'm going to catch you on the flip side.
to this one time. Only green lights when I see a stop sign. We gon' turn it up anytime we drive by. Yeah. Hope you got that, cause you know I got mine. Do it for the ground, put your hands in the sky. Put it on your snap, let them know we gon' vibe. Yeah. Anytime the sun shines, we be outside. From the northwest, meet me on the south side. Guys stay fresh and the girls look fly. Yeah. Told me she a problem, she just my type. Big energy, that's the girls I like. She gon' be with me by the end of the night. Since I'm free, I'm so released. You've been waiting and I'm getting needed. Feel the vibe, girl, your body's weak. Your body's talking to me. One more drink and my senses leaving. We came out to have fun, but there's no one that can stop us. We gon' drink, we gon' dance, turn up and do it properly. Look in my face, can tell the fate is coming. From my eyes, feel his face, and we go deeper, deeper, yeah. Deeper, deeper, oh. Deeper, deeper, yeah. Deeper, deeper, oh. Deeper, deeper, yeah. Deeper, deeper, oh. Deeper, deeper,